Tonight, we're investigating 7 scary videos of very creepy and bizarre encounters that these people were victim to. What you're about to see has startled other viewers, and no one has been able to uncover these moments. If you enjoy binge watching the creepy, scary, and mysterious side of YouTube, well, that's what this show is all about, and I upload once a week. So put the subscribe button under your pillow and let the dark energy simmer. Now, watch carefully, because these morbid occurrences are not for the weak. This uploader was driving down a dark road in the middle of the night and captured dashcam footage of something so creepy that they can't explain. There are no other people around, no other cars, just a surrounding forest and a long road ahead. Everything seems calm, like the uploader is just on a routine way home, but that calmness gets ripped away in an instant. Suddenly, something crosses over the road. It's fast, too fast to clearly make out, but not fast enough to ignore, and it seems like some kind of cryptid creature. If you look very closely, and might need to watch this back a couple of times, you can start to see the shape a little more vividly and how creepy it moves across the dark shadows. It's low to the ground, moving in a way that doesn't quite match any normal animal, human, or any other known creature. Some people say that it could just be something harmless, like a deformed dog, but others point out the way that it moves, the speed, and the contorted manner that it scurries into the dark. It just doesn't look right. It seems very eerie, and the creepiest part, it's gone almost instantly, like it was never meant to be seen by the uploader's dashcam in the first place. This is proof that no matter where we might be traveling to, there are things lurking in areas that we can't see, but they have been watching us the entire time, and we don't notice until it's too late. In this next footage, an innocent man was wandering through a forest on foot in the dead of the night, alone, just exploring. He had no way of seeing anything around him besides the single flashlight that he was carrying, and one of the creepiest parts? The forest he's in is quiet, too quiet, no sound except for his own footsteps, like something is already there, waiting for him. Just a few seconds in, everything takes a terrifying turn in the worst ways. Oh,
Oh, hi.
What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. That was fucking creepy. I need to get out of here.
If you listen closely, someone or something is definitely there with him in the distance. A voice suddenly breaks through the darkness. All it says is, "I see you." It's clear, it's direct, and it's close, like the uploader is now a target. He stops immediately. There's no one visibly around, and he's helpless with nowhere to go. He eventually keeps walking for a few steps with no direction, but never finds the source of the creepy voice, which might be the most unsettling part. Whatever said that was close enough to see him, interact with him, but no one has ever figured out if that thing was even human or something far darker of an entity. This moment starts off completely normal. A dog is sitting in the living room, doing nothing out of the ordinary and just playing with a ball. But a few seconds in, something happens that will send chills down your spine, and if you're not watching carefully, it's easily missed. Did you see it? Suddenly, the dog reacts. It turns its head and begins staring at something on the other side of the room that we can't see, something invisible. The owner tries to figure out what it's looking at, but there's nothing there, and still, the dog doesn't back down. It actually gets uneasy and begins feeling threatened. It keeps watching, and it's tracking something that no one else can see. And then the same orange ball rolls out from under the dresser in the left corner of the frame, slowly on its own, like some kind of invisible entity is forcing it to move. No one that we can see is touching it. Nothing else moves. It just rolls out, and the dog is watching it in total confusion. Was something actually standing there, haunting the room while the dog sensed dark energy lurking nearby? Or might this have been some kind of being from another dimension sneaking its way into our world? This video comes from an old Blockbuster security camera after closing time. An employee is working alone, going about his routine, stocking shelves, organizing before leaving for the night. Everything seems routine at first, but the creepy nature of the footage can't be dismissed. If you watch closely at the shelves and behind the employee, random objects begin shifting, moving completely on their own. At first, it's small, easy to dismiss if you're not paying attention, but it continues to get worse, more forceful. Continuing his work like nothing is wrong, the cart that is holding the rest of the store products gets shoved across the floor in an instant. It's aggressive and startles the employee. It's like something is lurking around him in the empty store, and the dark energy is trying to get his attention. What has confused other people about this same footage is the amount of objects that were shifting, and how strong an invisible being would have to be to force a heavy cart to move across the floor like that. Whatever might have been watching and interacting with the employee is still a mystery to this day, but the nature of the footage gets creepier the more that you watch it. Do you know what might have caused such a strange, haunting occurrence? The uploader of this next clip was home alone and experienced a power outage. Thinking that it's just a simple reset of the breaker, the man heads downstairs to the basement to check the situation, but that is the big mistake because he's not alone at all, he just doesn't know it yet. Everything appears normal at first. He takes a flashlight to the pitch black room, he opens up the control panel, everything seemingly checks out. And he starts to go back upstairs, but on his way back up, he begins to hear something very unsettling taking place behind him where he was just standing a few seconds ago.
Everything looks okay. I guess I'm gonna have to call the power company.
It's a noise coming from the laundry area. The washer and dryer doors are opening and closing all by themselves. He starts recording to try capturing proof of the bizarre anomaly, but it just gets worse from there. The faint knocking sounds continue. It's difficult to hear the first time, but if you listen very closely, it's unmistakable that something is interfering with the area. That's when he truly notices that the doors he previously closed himself are now open again all on their own, and he knows he didn't leave them like that.
These were closed. These were 100% closed. I never leave these open. If there's someone or something here, I want you to prove it to me. I want you to close one of these doors. Come on! Well, if I'm being honest, I'm glad nothing happened. Holy sh!
Standing still, he decides to call out into the dark shadows of the room to try getting a response from whatever kind of being is in there with him, asking whatever is there to prove their presence. But nothing happens for a few seconds. No movement, no sound. That is when the entire moment switches to terror caught on camera when the machine doors slam shut. But it's not being pushed by a draft. It's being forced aggressively by something invisible that's in the room with him. Other viewers who have seen this footage think that a dark entity that we can't see actually got angry with the homeowner when he called out to it. What do you think caused this bizarre moment? A TikTok user posted this next moment that shows them exploring their basement after discovering something strange built into their own home. As he walks downstairs, he casually mentions finding a cave hole and suggests that if you ever find something like that in your house, you should probably check it out to make sure that nothing is lurking inside waiting for you.
You ever bought a home with a hole? I advise go in it. No way, Jimmy. Oh my God, bro. Are you kidding me? Come out here.
But the tone quickly changes because it's not just a hole, it's an entire tunnel. It was made by someone or something that was there long before him. And as he gets closer, stepping inside slowly with caution, a couple of very creepy details stand out immediately. The wooden boards covering the entrance are nailed shut, but from the inside. And that is not where it ends, because as he reaches further into the tunnel, if you look very closely, some kind of tail end of a figure or a creature is slithering away slowly into the darkness.
I advise go in it.
He didn't realize that some kind of otherworldly being was right there in front of him until after the situation when reviewing the footage. As he reacts to the tunnel, you can hear the shift in his voice. This isn't about curiosity anymore. It's fear and confusion for the bizarre passageway in the place that he once thought was totally safe. Because now, the question isn't just what the tunnel is, it's who or what made it, what it was meant for, and more importantly, what if it was never meant to be opened. This uploader recorded a quiet drive late at night, but it's not as it seems, because the more you watch it, the more eerie it gets. The moment appears to be driving down a long, empty highway road in the dead of the night. There is no other traffic nearby, and that is what makes the encounter so creepy. In the last few seconds of the video, something appears almost right in front of the moving car, and it only appears for a split second. If you look in the left side of the road, a figure in white appears out of nowhere, and it completely startles the driver. The figure resembles an older woman standing upright, and the woman seemingly materialized out of nowhere, almost getting hit by the car itself. The driver ends up swerving just in time to avoid hitting her, then continues driving, confused and scared. They're trying to figure out if they almost just ran over an actual woman in the road, or if the figure was something much darker, like a ghost or haunted entity. Some people who have seen this footage believe that it's the apparition of a woman who previously died on the same road and comes back to haunt passing drivers in the middle of the night. Others think that it's simply just a confused and lost lady in white who needs help getting back to safety. What do you think is in this footage? Many times, the most bizarre encounters happen to the most innocent victims, and while it's a good thing they're recording, there's no telling what would actually happen if these dark entities were to attack. If you stayed until this point in the show, please subscribe so that you never miss a creepy, scary, or mysterious upload, and watch this one here.